Oh, it feels amazing, finally 3 wins in the UFC and my first finish, my first submission, my record.
It's funny to look back at at your resume at your fights and then look. You got to go way down there to find your last finish. A little bit more than 7 years. I know that's something that maybe you don't necessarily think about during a fight, but is that something that you think about, during training camps or in between fights? Hoping to finally get a finish.
Of course, as a fighter, you always want to finish the fights, but it took a long time, as you said. But now I feel great. As I'm getting older too, I feel more mature. Even my mind, my body, and also my fight game.
Talk about her as an opponent, and did you feel like that type of finish was something that might be available for you against someone like her? I mean, I think she lost her last fight by a choke as well. So
yeah, well, this is a place that we wanted to explore. Also because, like I say, my last fights I've been trying, to show my skills on the ground. I want to show that I also still learning. I'm not just now a striker. I want to show everyone that I'm also a finisher on the ground and my jiu-jitsu is evolving.
Talk about, I guess, the title picture in your division, and a lot of divisions it might take 5, 6, 7 wins in a row to be up there and in consideration. But in your division, it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. 3 might be enough. Do you feel like you should be next in line after Valentina's next one?
Well, I hope so. I've seen that the girls on my division usually have 4 wins in a row. So yeah, let's do this. I'll be ready whatever UFC brings to me because I work so hard.
So if they come to you and say, we want you to fight one more time, you're ready to do it. But what if they said, hey, maybe sit back and wait? And would you be okay if you had to wait until much later in the end of the, toward the end of the year, if it meant getting a title shot?
God, this is a dream come true. This will be a dream come true. And, since I'm not injured right now, I will come back to the gym and keep training just to be ready, just in case,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alexa, over here.
Hi.
Congrats on the win. Strawweight seems like a lifetime ago at this point, considering, but you came in with so much hype, when you first got in the UFC. Do you feel like you're finally now really, kind of living up to your potential?
Yes, I feel, like I said, as I'm getting older, I feel more mature. My fight game, my fight IQ is getting better, and that's what I do every day. I love training. I really love training. I love learning, and now it's paying off.
I think through your last couple of wins at Flyweight, everyone said, Alexa has some of the best boxing in this division, and I would agree. Was it fun to show you have more than that, though, in this fight, to go out there and get a submission the way you did this, to show that you're more than just a stand-up fighter?
Yes, well, I love boxing. Honestly, I do love boxing. I love my hands. I love, to do technique so clean. That's my favorite thing. But yes, now I don't just trust in my hands. Now I trust in my ground game. And I'm a complete athlete now.
What do you think about the lay of the land of Flyweight? Because we know that it's going to be Valentina and Tyler Santos coming up in June. We've got Miesha Tate now in the division, fighting Lauren Murphy in July. We just saw Minot get a big win earlier tonight. Can you kind of give me a sense like where you feel like you do fit in when you look at the best fighters at Flyweight?
Well, I've shown that I'm evolving so much and that I deserve to be on the top of that list. So yeah, just waiting for the next challenge.
Valentina has looked so unbeatable, at Flyweight, and she's been incredible in this division. How much does having a champion like that drive you in terms of your own game? Because she's been there this entire time. She's been the champion. She's the only she's been the champion of Flyweight. Does that force you to want to get better, knowing that could eventually be your future?
Of course, having a champion like that, it's always a challenge for all athletes, I guess, because we have to do everything perfect. With some opponent like that, you have to do everything on point, and that's what I've been doing. I love crisp technique, I love sharp technique, so I think that's gonna be the key.
Congrats again on the win.
Thank you.
Just one for me. It looked like there was a lot of emotion in the post-fight your post-fight interview out there. Was that just from the crowd being there, was that from the submission? Was it from finally getting the win after so much time away from the cage? What was going through your head right there, and what was going through your mind? Yeah.
Well, the emotion was all the things you said, you know, a long time without stepping on the octagon, you know, see the crowd again, finally full here in a very quiet and calm city, a lot of people, finally 3 wins in a row in a new division. I feel amazing, you know. I wanted to have my first submission because I have several submissions on my round, so yeah, I'm just adding more things to my record.
So this place now will always have a special place in your heart, perhaps?
Of course, Ohio, it's amazing.
Thank you very much. Congrats.
Thank you.